Well, got the blades off. I'm finna show you what they had on there. Well, from what I've counted, that's a 7-point star blade. It was on there, but they were very fortunate that they had the bolts tightened up good enough, because this is what's supposed to be on there. Nice round hole. It fits over that little notch, the coupling, whatever you want to call it. But if this was not properly secured to that what they called a big problem. So we will take these blades and either sharpen them, and I'm gonna scrap them. Give them to my scrap guy. So they gotta go. But we're gonna go over here and we're gonna sharpen the new blades. And this is the other blade. Star point. Nice mulching blade, but there's an issue. If this is not properly secured to the spindle housing, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because if this was not properly secured to this spindle, this little part right here, those star point blades would have ate that up. And that would have been a pain in the butt to fix. But the blades I've got fit perfectly over that, perfectly centered. Boom. Put the bolt back in, it'll all be good to go. So let's go sharpen these blades. Man. So I'll turn the phone the right way so y'all can see what's going on. Got everything set up over here to sharpen just enough of the edge. So, and you know, see what I'm finna do. All right, now we take and sharpen just enough of the edge. Yep, perfect. Now, the redneck blade balancer. Make sure it's perfectly balanced. All right, There it is on the Redneck Blade Bouncer. A little bit off, but you know. Yeah, let's do the other blade. Yeah. Set y'all in a little different position where y'all can get a little bit better view of what I'm doing. Nice and sharp. Not too sharp, but sharp enough to do what it needs to do. Cut the grass. Yep, perfect. Now comes the fun part. Putting us all back together again. So, put y'all over here. You know, watch the rest of this process. Then I had to reposition my mower. Put that piece of wood under the tire to get it up high enough to get my impact gun to get up under there. All right, we'll get the bolt and put a little dab of grease on it. Grab the grease gun. A little dab of grease on the fingertip. And grab the bolt. Now just get the bolt itself. And we just run grease around it. This makes it easier for next time because this is fine thread and it will break if you're not careful. That's the reason you don't over torque it and you put a little grease on there. Yeah, this video is going to be a little bit long, but no, it is what it is because I had issues. But all right, put everything back on it. It's supposed to be on the bolt. That bolt's ready to go. Now we just have to grab the other bolt for the other side and do it too. You just gotta go find it. All right, found the other bolt. Same procedure. Just run the grease around all the bolt. said, it makes it a lot easier. Do not use anti-seize, because if you overuse anti-seize, well, you cause the bolts to come out. Then your blade will drop. You know, a little grease, and this also works its way into the threads, or where this bolt threads into the spindle housing. A little more grease on my finger. There we go. Yeah. Now I'm using red and tacky grease for this process. But nope. Gotta do what you gotta do to save yourself a lot of aggravation. Because if these get broke off far enough up in the spindle housing, then you gotta take the more pan off, and you gotta go through a whole bunch of this, that, and other, and hope they have the proper spindle housing. Because if they don't, you're gonna have to wait. Meaning, if this is your only mower to cut grass with, well, you're gonna have to either hire somebody else to do it, or you're just gonna have to just wait for the part to come in. All right, washer, little washer back on, big washer back on. Now they're ready to be reinstalled in the spindle housing on the bottom side. All right, now you get over there out of the way, you get right here, and now fun part, getting it put all back together again. And make sure that you put the blades on the right way. Turn them upside down, you wonder why the grass ain't cutting too good. It'll cut the grass, but it'll be forced downward. All right, blade back up on the spindle housing and get perfectly lined up. Perfect. Now the bolt, there's 2 washers on it. Reposition this blade in the blade holder. Make sure that it holds the blade in position so it don't go spinning on you. Blade back where it's supposed to be, and retighten your blade holder. The blade holders are a lifesaver. But if it wasn't for them, you'd have to be holding the blade by hand, which means you better be wearing some good chainmail gloves, because blades will cut, and cut bad. And you end up going to the hospital and getting the S word, and that's a word I don't like. Now, the impact driver, impact gun, and boom. There we go. blade is perfectly installed. Now, I just take the blade holder off and check for clearances. Make sure it doesn't have any issues because the blade is 19.5 inches. If your mower pan bent, the blade will find that spot in a New York minute. And this being a fabricated, fabricated deck of stamp steel, probably a higher gauge, lower gauge, probably 10 or 8 gauge, but yep, perfect. Now check the other side. Beautiful. Now, you position everything, and go to the other side and get that blade put on. So, let's get everything to the other side. Try to get this piece of wood out from under the tire without an issue. Yeah, we'll deal with that later. Yeah, I'm gonna have to out from under this tire. Oh, okay. Now, get y'all to the other side so we can get this job finished. Job took a little longer than I expected, but sometimes that happens. So just be aware and be very patient about it. All the way on to keep myself from getting a little too dirty, but it won't get dirty anyway. We're doing lawnmower maintenance. Unless you have a nice concrete floor shop, a lot of times you have to get a lot of this stuff outside. All right. Get y'all back in position and we'll get this other blade put on. Yeah, you gotta get the blade holder too. Make sure they hold the blade in proper position. Keep the blade from turning. Yep, blade, yeah, everything. Yep, all right. The bolt with 2 washers that were on it. Blade holder. Yeah, get the blade on first. Then put the blade holder on. check clearances for the blade on the trim side. Make sure that the blade is not hitting the pan, because like I said, the pan bent, then you got problems, Houston. Alright, now put the blade holder on. Keep the blade in its final position. And make sure that you get this blade holder tightened up against the mold pan. But otherwise, you know, this mold pan has a little bit of a lip on it, but it helps to make sure that you have the blade holder in its proper spot. Tighten down as tight as you can get it, and boom. Now we're ready to tighten the bolt back up. Make sure that you get your socket on that bolt head just right. Take the blade holder off. And make sure the blade turns the spindle. Racket with this particular side, but you know, it is what it is. You know, hopefully it won't go out, because if it does, well, I mean, I pull the pan off, replace the spindle. But so far, everything's perfect. I just got to see where the grease fitting is for this particular spindle. And I do believe this cover, this plastic metal cover, has got the spindle grease fitting, you know, covered up. I don't. That's all. It's on. It's probably on this side, so I'll have to remove this cover and find that grease fitting. Grease these spindles, because these spindles, you can replace just a spindle, but you got to have the right one. Because if you don't have the right one, well, I don't know. You just have to take it to the shop and, you know, find out, you know, get the right, you know, right spindle. As long as the spindle housing is in good working order and is not broke, anything like that.
More than it looked like, she told you. And maybe that's why she said that she moved that one to get, but I'm very shocked. How much did she usually sell them for? 800? But I'm shocked even that she said free, unless they got you some deal.
All right. Now I'll just let this mold back down and call this job finished. So I check it out, make sure that, you know, there's no issues. my mower lift, but no. It saves me a whole lot of headache. I had to try to find other ways to jack the mower up high enough to get good blades and stuff. Yeah, well, yeah. Move y'all out of the way because I gotta get this up.
You got my cigarette?
Damn it, they had to come out there and talk. Alright. Now, just letting this thing down. All right. Yes. Clamps out of the way and push this mower off. See how she's gonna do. Go get the key, fire this thing up and see how she does. What kind of air output I'm gonna get. All right. Let's fire this girl up and see how she's gonna perform with her new blades. Brake set, choke. Hopefully she's got enough gas in her, because sometimes they drink more gas than they should, but let's see what happens. sure enough has a whole lot of air output with new blades on them. High lift blades at that. But like I said, you know, the mower's worth saving. Seats in good condition, no rust. Otherwise, the thing probably would end up in the scrapyard, and I don't think so. Check the tires, cause I put slime in the front tires because they were leaking a little bit. Yep, that's still holding there perfect. Yep, this one's gonna need a little air and some slime put in it to hold it, get it to hold up. Yeah, I'll put some slime in the back tires and get them all properly inflated where they'll hold air, and I can cut grass with this pretty girl. I just gotta have a hood, because this gets water in it, it gets in your new carburetor. You got issues, Houston. You got big issues. So y'all have a good one, and please like the video I just made. A little bit long, but hey, it is what it is. So see y'all later. Bye.